Yes, Anubis, I know. That much I do know. Yeah, the quick and dirty, although Neon will probably explain it in this video, the quick and dirty on this is that in Marvel Comics, T'Challa had a biracial son that looks very Caucasian. He is a white guy with blonde hair. And he is going to be taking up the mantle of Black Panther. And so the internet is big mad. And we get to see it. Are you... What? Tiki? You mean Dicky? Shadows? Geeky is with a G. Geeky's name is Geeky, not TT. Her name is Geeky. I'm not sure if she's in this one or not, but I've been waiting for this. This is the story that I've been waiting for, because I've been waiting to see what the reaction is for this, considering how many activists, when people were upset about race and gender swapping so many characters in the MCU, taking white characters and turning them black, taking male characters and turning them female. And what if we always said, let this happen to a black, and they've always said, like, oh, it's fine, it's progress. What are you, an istaphobe? This is just progress. And the counterpoint has always been, what if they did this to a black character in comics? What if they took a black character and they race swapped it? Chat, the time is finally here. Let's see just how much they lose their shit. Shall we?
Hey guys, welcome back to ClownfishTV. This is Neon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles. We're going to talk about the white Black Panther backlash. And of course it happened. Of course it did. You thought that this one was going to slip by? No. So for those of you who missed it, Marvel Comics is introducing a new heir apparent to the Black Panther. It's a white dude who is supposedly the son of T'Challa. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Maybe it's just genetics, and I don't fully understand, recessive traits or whatever. But we're gonna take a look at the backlash. Of course.
Whoops! Oh shit! Sorry. I accidentally hit my keyboard.
We're gonna take a look at.
The truth of the matter is, doesn't matter if it's genetics or not. Doesn't fucking matter. Marvel has been race swapping characters for years now, changing them from white to another ethnicity for no fucking reason. They have not even done this, like, heir apparent, genetics, nothing like that. They just said, fuck it, this person's black now. Fuck it, this person's Latino now. Fuck it, this guy is a girl now. They've been doing this for years. The genetics don't fucking matter. They do not fucking matter based on these activists' own logic.
Like with the Punisher for some time.
Like with the Punisher for some time? Like with Johnny Storm in the Fantastic movie? Yeah, like with the fucking Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four movie? They're constantly race and gender swapping people all the fucking time. Just because diversity. Shoes on the other foot now, fuckers. Let's see how you handle it. Yeah, Captain America. Even though, what was Captain America? Yes, Falcon was Captain America in the comics for a very brief time. You know who was Captain America before him? Fucking Bucky. Bucky Barnes was Captain America, and it was his storyline to complete, not Falcon's. But they said more diversity, and they stuck, and they gave Falcon the shield instead of Bucky. Because more diversity. Because you have to do better. Yeah, and Anubis, and they made John Walker the bad guy. Point of note there, they made John Walker the bad guy when he wasn't. They did a false equivalency on him because he was fighting terrorists and killed one of them because they killed his partner. And so he fought back and killed one of them, and all of a sudden, he's the bad guy. He's a racist, basically. And so they stripped the title away from him because of that.
At the backlash, of course, Blue Sky is very, very not happy about this because remember, last year before, there were a couple memes going around. Ryan Gosling as the Black Panther. People said it was hate speech. Somebody drew the Black Panther as a white dude, and they said it was hate speech. But then if you flip
there it is. That needs to be repeated. That needs to be repeated right fucking now.
As the Black Panther, people said it was hate. Not happy about this because remember, last year before, there were a couple memes going around. Ryan Gosling as the Black Panther. People said it was hate speech.
There you go. Any of these activists that are calling someone doing a fan art of the Black Panther with Ryan Gosling as the Black Panther and calling it hate speech, they need to get checked into a psychiatric facility. Because those people are anybody that considers that hate speech. Number one, they don't know what actual hate speech is. That is number one. They don't actually know what hate speech is. Number two, if they get that triggered over a fan art and consider hate speech, given what we have been seeing as of late, that is now dangerous. That is actually now dangerous for people to take that and classify it as hate speech because people are now starting to take something that they view as being hate speech and physically attacking it. Okay? Anybody that calls Ryan Gosling as the Black Panther hate speech, you're fucking done. You cannot function in society, turn off your computer, break your phone, disconnect from the internet, and never leave your house. Because you are not mentally capable of functioning in modern society. You have proven you don't have the mental capacity, the mental fortitude, or the mental maturity. You are a child in too big of a body, and you should be treated as such. So go put on your fucking diaper and sit in the corner with your sippy cup and shut up like a good little bitch boy.
Somebody drew the Black Panther as a white dude, and they said it was hate speech. But then if you flipped it and you had a black guy or black woman take the mantle of a white dude, that was okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can't do it in reverse. So look,
because they're racists. Okay, let us not fuck with this. Okay, yes, I'm pausing very often, very unnamed. This needs to be called out for what it is. The people who get so fucking triggered about a white person taking on the mantle of the Black Panther are racist. They are flat the fuck out racist, and they need to be called that. Because that is what they are. They're all sunshine and rainbows and cheering from the rooftops when a non-white person usurps the role of a white person or a white character. They are cheering from the rooftops when that happens. Or when a woman takes it, when a woman usurps the role of a man. They are cheering for it. They are having fucking parades in the streets. But let the reverse happen, they are screaming my diversity. That's racism. That's racism, and that's misandry. And every fucking one of them needs to be called out for it. Every fucking one of them that has said, this is hate speech, the immediate counter is, you're a racist. You have just proven you're a racist. And in the case of a man taking in the position of a woman and people bitching about it, you're a misandrist. Flat the fuck out. No mince words. You are a racist and you're a misandrist. End of fucking discussion.
No illusions about this. I believe that this.
And here's what they don't know: Black Panther is one of the only characters that can be swapped because it's a mantle chosen and not a set character or ethnicity.
Incorrect, Revan. Incorrect on part of that. Captain America is also a mantle. That is that's not a sec. Like, technically, Captain America is a mantle also. That is why multiple characters, including Falcon, have taken on the role of Black Panther. So he is not the only one. Basically, these people are getting so fucking butthurt because Black Panther comes from an African country. And of course, I'm waiting to hear the colonizer shit. Because you know that's coming. You know the cries and screams of colonizers. Everyone has been capped, people have hated. Oh, Revan, that's not a question. I'm not questioning that part, that people have hated the other characters that have taken on the mantle of Captain America. I'm not questioning that part at all. But I'm saying that Captain America is a mantle. Okay? And multiple characters can and have taken up that mantle. Now, granted, the fans only wanted Steve Rogers. And so they eventually defaulted back to Steve Rogers. But it is technically, if you want to get super fucking technical, every superhero title is a quote-unquote mantle. We've seen the mantle. We've seen other superheroes that have had their mantle taken up before. We've had multiple people that have taken on the mantle. Batman. We've seen Laura Kinney take up the mantle of Wolverine. When Logan died, she took up the mantle of Wolverine. We've seen a couple of different Robins in the Batman comics. So technically all superheroes, code names for lack of a better word, are mantles that other people can take up and have. Whether or not the fans like it is a totally different story. That is a completely different story. What we're looking at here in this case is how the racists have a problem with a white man taking up the mantle of Black Panther because they are racist. That's the key point of this.
This character is going to wind up being sidelined or a villain or something. They're not going to let the white dude become the Black Panther. It's just probably for this storyline. But the fact that they did it at all, it's kind of wild to me. It's like, man, you guys don't know what you're playing with. You're playing with fire. You're going to have 12 people on Blue Sky get very, very angry with you. So let's talk about that backlash. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. So this is coming from the Daily Mail. Marvel fans erupt after new Black Panther is revealed as white. The premiere issue of Marvel Knights: The World to Come dropped on Wednesday and introduced a new character named, I think it's Katima, whom T'Challa, prince of the fictional African king. Oh my God, guys, that's hate speech. Prince of the fictional African kingdom of Wakanda. You're not allowed to say that. It's a real place. And the original Black Panther refers to.
Neon, I know you're joking. There are people that, and yes, he did say that. I'm pretty sure he did say the Daily failed demonics. I'm pretty sure that is a thing that he does. But chat, there are people who believe Wakanda does actually exist. There are people in our society. You probably have walked past them on a daily basis and not even realized it. They actually believe that Wakanda is a real place. They think I'm dead fucking serious, Jack. There are people that believe Wakanda is real. They really do. It's fucking scary, but they do exist. They're that fucking uneducated and that fucking stupid. They believe the fictional comic book country of Wakanda exists.
My God, guys, that's hate speech. Prince of the fictional African kingdom of Wakanda. You're not allowed to say that. It's a real place. And the original Black Panther refers to as his son. The comic reveals that T'Challa fathered Katima with his early love interest Monica Lynn, a character pulled from earlier comic arcs. In a major shakeup, Katima grows to resent his father and ultimately challenges him for
Not
the
surprising.
throne. After defeating T'Challa in battle, Katima removes his mask, only to reveal blonde hair, blue eyes, and distinctly Caucasian features. Dun, dun, dun. Plot twist. How very
surprise,
dare you.
motherfucker.
And here are some of the reactions, right? We've got Meme Bastard saying, well, if Ryan Gosling is coming into Marvel to play the Black Panther after all. That was funny because he was like, this is hate speech. You're trolling people. This would never happen. The reveal sent social media into meltdown. They looked at this and thought it was a good idea. One user fumed, another quipped, life is a horror movie in 2025.
This shows you just what fragile little fucking snowflakes these people are. The minute you flip the fucking script or pull the Uno reverse card on them, they shatter. They completely shatter. But all this time before, when people have said, why the fuck are you making Johnny Storm black in Fantastic? Why are you making Sue Storm adopted and not the biological sister of Johnny Storm? Why are you making the Silver Surfer female? Why are you making Sue Storm and the new one the leader of the Fantastic Four when they're a family? And all of these fucking racists go, oh, shut up, you istophobe. You're an istophobe. You have to like it. You have to like it because we said so. Look what happens when you pull the Uno reverse card on them. Ah, you can't do this. Why are you doing this? You can't do this. Because of course they do. But people on the other side who have been saying this is bullshit, people like us that say this is bullshit what you're doing in the comics, we're told you have to like it because modern audience. And now that the Uno reverse card's been pulled, no, you can't do this. It's not fair. Fired, probably.
T'Challa was famously portrayed by Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., in Marvel's Black Panther films, celebrated for, well, you know, for like 1.5, for honoring African culture and representation. And they haven't recast him yet. Now, I think in Secret Wars, they're maybe going to have his other black son become the new Black Panther. I don't know. But
okay. I will say, and this is never going to happen. I fully appreciate this will never fucking happen in a million years. I'm prefacing that. I know this is not going to happen. Let me have this fantasy for a moment. It would be, for once in their fucking lives, it would be based as fuck if during Doomsday or Secret Wars, they actually brought this character from this storyline into the MCU as the new Black Panther. That would probably be the most based fucking thing Disney could ever do by bringing Tatima, however the name's pronounced, into the MCU in Secret Wars. I realize it is never going to happen. I realize I'm living in fantasy land on this. But let me live in this fantasy land for 2 seconds and say that would be fucking based as hell because it would have all of the little racist bitches screaming their heads off and crying into their lattes for weeks. No, Bourbon, not as evil. Make him a good guy. Again, I'm living it. I want to live in this fantasy for a second. Make him the good guy. Make him better than his dad. He's the bestest Black Panther ever. And he's a white guy. That would, like, if Disney did that, they would, all the fans that they alienated for the past 10, 15 years would come back if they did that. If they made the new Black Panther his white illegitimate son, that came back and ended up being the bestest Black Panther ever, they, the fans that they alienated, would be like, I don't give you another shot. They went. That's where we are at with Marvel Disney.
Does it matter if they're going to hit reset in the whole MCU? Does any of it really matter anymore? Fans are questioning whether the latest storyline undermines the legacy. Well, we're talking comics versus MCU. And there have been white variations of Black Panther or Black Panther adjacent characters in the past. So it's not completely unprecedented. A Black Panther having a white son would be ridiculous. Another rage, Black Panther was white. Marvel actually did the unthinkable, and it's insane.
That word right there is key. Marvel did the unthinkable. Okay? To these freak show activists, making Black Panther a white guy is tantamount to a fucking war crime. That is how these people think. That making the Black Panther into a white guy, after they've made tons of white characters black and gender swapped men with women, they think turning Black Panther white is basically a war crime. That's the mentality. This is why you can't take any of these people seriously. You cannot take a single one of these people seriously because they do this. Because they and scream and cry and say, this is so unthinkable. And it ruins their fucking week. They will be crying into their lattes for a fucking week. Yeah, basically, Talway, it is essentially tantamount to treason or war crime.
So, I mean, as far as, genetics go, I actually remember reading a story once that there were fraternal twins. And they actually wound up, one was lighter skinned than the other. And one was basically, I guess, what's the proper terminology? White presenting. And one was black presenting.
Oh, God.
But they were actually twins. It was just the genetic crapshoot, right? Like what's dominant or whatever. I've seen folks that are, I mean, they've got like blonde hair, and but they're also, black presenting. Is that the proper terminology? Am I going to get canceled for saying that? Am I going to get canceled?
Neon, don't worry about proper pronunciation, because you're not going to get it right no matter what you do. Okay? No matter how you try and do your proper phrasing, you will never get it right. Because these people, all they do is take. These people will take and take and take. And even if you give them everything they want, they say, thanks, now give me more. And nothing done is ever good enough. So Neon, I'm begging you, stop worrying about phrasing things correctly, because you will never get it right. Despite any best efforts you make to try and appease these people by talking about the whole black presenting thing, you're never going to get it right. Because the minute you acquiesce to them, they're immediately going to change things up and say, okay, now we want it this way instead. Because I had a big shit today. So now I want to change things up some more. Just stop trying to acquiesce to them and fuck them. If they can't handle basic fucking English, fuck them. They don't need to be a part of the conversation.
For saying that. I've seen mixed race people that have traits from both. Now, whether or not somebody's going to have, like long locks of blonde hair and blue eyes, that's a whole nother issue. Watch it be like I got plastic surgery, because I don't know. Anyway, some even speculated which actor might play him. Ryan Gosling. So, okay, yeah. Okay, so here are some of the reactions. I think this is on Twitter. Black Panther having a white son's ridiculous. Life is a horror movie. Ain't no way Black Panther has a white Aryan son who just became the leader of.
Okay. So this is Endymion. This is a troll. Okay, this post right here, Endymion saying, "Ain't no way Black Panther has a white Aryan son who just became the leader of Wakanda." That's Endymion trolling, right there. Make no mistake. Because Endymion hates the woke shit as much as anybody. So he's deliberately trying to spark something here. So that's why he used the word Aryan in this, is because he's trying to get other Twitter freaks to jump on his post and respond to it going, yeah, like what the hell? And like basically get them to espouse their racism openly. So I'm just pointing that out. He's 100% trolling on this.
Wakanda, sure. Sure, Endymion, sure, it could happen. It looks a little like Ryan Gosling. I think that's the joke. I feel like this is a troll. Stop letting these non-black people touch Black Panther. They do silly stuff like this, says the backhand of truth.
You mean the racist hand of the racist hand of racism? Let's call this poster who they are. They are the black hand of racism. Okay, that is who they are. This post right here is racist. So, okay, Black Hand of Truth on Twitter. Let me pose this question to you. If you are, even though you're wrong because the next poster tells this person the writer is black, you dumbass. By your logic, Black Hand of Truth. So does that mean that any fictional character, any fictional property that exists out there, black people should not be allowed to work on it? Is that what you're saying, the backhand of truth? Is that black people should, or Latino people, or East Indian people, or Asian people should not be allowed to work on anything that involves that has a white character as the primary character? Is that what you're saying, the black hand of truth? Because that's what your post is implying, you fucking racist asshat. Just fucking stop, you fucking racist. All right? I'm calling this right now. This person right here on Twitter is a fucking racist. And Black Hand of Truth, if you want to come at me on Twitter, be my fucking guest. I'm calling you a racist. Right here, right fucking now. You just proved you are a racist.
Immortal Thor lawyer correctly points out the writer is black. Yes, it's Christopher Priest writing this one, and he made T'Challa's son white. Christopher Priest has actually been on the receiving end of cancel culture recently, in the last couple of years. They've tried to come after him because he wasn't really towing the line. And if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong here. If I remember correctly, he expressed frustration about being or working at current year Marvel, where he was only allowed to work on like black books, right, or black characters. And that was same with Gene Yang. I know he was like they like, oh, we have an Asian book, so you're Asian, so you're gonna write the Asian book. Oh, you're gay, you write the gay book, right? Like it never used to matter, but now it's just like,
oh, my sweet fuck. The comic book industry as a whole has become racist and not necessarily they're segregationists. They're literally, it's like discrimination and segregation. So Marvel is racist and are segregationists. Is it any fucking wonder that the company is going down the tubes? And why nobody's buying their comics? Because make no fucking mistake, the comic book industry is going downhill. It is like the comic book industry is on life support right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but the mainstream comic book industry is on fucking life support. Anubis, I don't believe so. The U.S. Civil Rights Act, I think, only entails the hiring of individuals based upon their skin color or ethnicity. These guys are already hired, not because of their skin color or ethnicity, but now, and because they've been there for some time, but now in Bonner Day, they're only attaching them to projects within the company that align with their ethnicity. So I don't believe that would quantify under the Civil Rights Act.
like voice acting is like you have to be the the race or sexuality of the characters, and that's it. And that's all you can do. And if they've only got one like black book or one Asian book or whatever, guess what? And that's what you're writing. You're not getting to write Peter Parker Spider-Man. If you're black, it's got to be Miles Morales Spider-Man. You're not, you know what I'm saying? And that's not fair. That's not fair. Good writers can write different kinds of characters, and
Revan, you're right.
I just think it's
you're right. This is why the top writers, that's why all of their good people are jumping ship. They're just left with the rainbow-haired freak shows. And all of the good writers and artists are off doing their own thing. It's why you've got, you've got Charlie's Godslap comic. You've got the Rippaverse that came out that is apparently doing well. You've got like independent comics are what is going to basically retake the comic book industry. Nobody's going to give a shit about Marvel. Nobody's going to give a shit about DC. It's independents that are going to reclaim the comic book space. I imagine maybe in the not so distant future, the comic book movies that we are going to be getting are going to be coming from these independent comic books, not the mainstreams like Marvel and DC. It may take it may be several years down the line, because God knows Hollywood's going to try and milk Marvel and DC until it's just a dried up husk that is literally turning into dust. But I do think it's going to happen.
It's just really dumb. I mean, it's a really dumb thing.
Yeah, I noticed that's Yellow Flashes as well. Yep,
decision,
we saw that.
or just like they thought they were doing the right thing or whatever. But like, yeah, it's not a great thing. So anyway, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, if there would be any writer who would try to give the Black Panther mantle to a white person, of course it'd be Christopher Priest, the man who made it his job to shove white characters into Wakanda's mythos. Maybe he's trying to make a point. Maybe he's just trying to make a point. Yeah, so they're trying to cancel Christopher Priest now. Christopher Priest, who co-created Marvel Knights, The World to Come, alongside Joe Quesada, Richard Eisnove, how do you pronounce his name? Richard Starkings is widely recognized as the first black writer, editor in mainstream comics. He previously served as editor of Spider-Man in the mid-'80s. Yeah, so he did get to work on Spider-Man, but he had to fight. If I remember correctly, I read an interview with him, and it's been a while, but he had to fight for that. Like, they were like, no. You can write all the black characters, but you can't write the white ones. And later penned major titles.
Is it Leo? I have no idea who Joe Quesada is.
One disgruntled fan claimed, if there'd be any writer who tried to give it to a white person, Christopher Priest. Yeah, you're not really black. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
Yep. These people out try so hard not to actually utter the words, "He's an Uncle Tom." They are desperately, they are like tiptoeing right up to the line of calling Christopher Priest an Uncle Tom. They're right at that edge there. You can see that they want to do it, but they know if they do, their own kind will eat them in a heartbeat, and that's why they don't do it. Because let's face it, these people will eat themselves at the bare slightest provocation.
This is interesting. Yeah, it kicks off with T'Challa's death again. The twist comes as
you've never heard of that stuff? Okay, I'll tell you about it in a second.
After the death of Storm. Did Storm die? I thought they got divorced.
Wait, Storm died?
I haven't been keeping up with it. I have no idea.
Did they kill off? Did they seriously kill off Storm in the comic books? Really? Granted, I have not kept up with comic books in years. I have not, it has been many years since I've done it, since I've looked at comics. I've moved on from comics a very long fucking time ago, so I have no idea what's been happening in the comics for a very long time.
Yeah, I thought that they got divorced. T'Challa attempts to preserve his legacy by fathering a child with Lynn. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they're saying. I don't know. Is this actually how it went down? I don't know.
They probably did believe her.
His reactions to it. I actually might pick this one up. I'm going to be honest. I may pick this up. And yeah, I 100% believe he's going to be the villain.
People
I don't
pick it
think
up
that
just
they're
out
gonna
of
be
spite.
like, yeah, let's just make, Black Panther white for the next, 3 years or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. So this is coming from Blue Sky because we knew the reactions were going to be great. Kashana here says the thing about Black Panther is that he was black, so we're solving that by inventing White Panther. No, they've actually had White Panther, White Tiger, White Wolf characters. They've had, Quick Black Panther. Christopher Priest made this image real. Yeah. Black Panther and Storm. Let's see here. Black Panther is almost universally beloved. The only people who don't like Black Panther are Black Panther fans.
Base right. Oh, that's pretty fucking based right there. That the only people that don't actually like Black Panther are Black Panther fans.
Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, it's not going that well. Marvel Comics introduces a new Black Panther.
I love it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Marvel, no, they really made Black Panther white. I'm dying. Yeah, people thought that we were trolling them. Like, no, we are not.
Yep.
This is interesting. AI couldn't create Black Panther or the works inspired by it because Black Panther had to exist. Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't know. Danny Lore. Wait, hold on. This is Danny Lore.
Wait. That looked like Jason Schreier. Or did he jump? Oh no, that was Danny Lore. Okay, this was Jason Schreier talking about the game. Okay.
What are you talking about? I don't know. Danny Lore. Wait, hold on. This is Danny Lore. Danny Lore is okay. Hold on. It's about AI.
Wait. What? The fuck up, chat. Side tangent time. I want to fucking read this. Hold the fuck up. An AI evaluating story strength won't tell you how to improve your story. It will tell you how to make your story more like previously published books, which also doesn't mean better books. That's already biased by marketing pushes. And Elizabeth Lopel says, all roads in AI lead back to Clippy. Ember, the AI writing coach being developed by the Post, could automate several functions normally provided by human editors, the people said. Early mock-ups of the tool feature a story strength tracker that tells writers how their piece is shaping up with a sidebar that lays out basic parts of story structure. Early thesis, Spring Thief says, and memorable ending. A live AI assistant would provide developmental questions with writing prompts, inviting authors to add solid supporting points, one of the people said. They call chats. They named their AI writing coach Ember. I'm not an AI. I'm not a fucking AI. I am not. But okay. Not only did they name their AI Ember, it's an AI writing coach. It's not just an AI named after me, it's an AI writing coach. No, I'm not no, stop saying I'm AI. I am not AI. I am not AI. Beep boop. Okay, fine. You want to say I'm AI? Fine. I actually, all right. Want to play that again? Play that again? Fine. Fine.
All right, chat, fine. If you want to say I'm AI, I'm going to talk to you like this for the entire rest of the stream. How do you feel about that? I will talk to you like this for the rest of the stream if you will insist that I am an AI. Is this what we have to do, chat? Of course you'd be fine with it, fishy. Drowner, I am Optimus Prime. No, Ryan, I will not do an Anna as Optimus Prime.
All right. No more AI talk.
Okay, Daddy, you are I ha ha ha.
Thank you, Drowner. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Okay, it was a slight tangent. That caught my eye, and I had to read that about the AI that apparently they named. Well, they didn't name it after me. It shares my name. Yes, Selena, of course you can have as many as I can give you and more. I hope you're doing okay. Sit back, relax with us, and join in our hilarity while we laugh at people that are reeing, screaming, and crying about the Black Panther being a white guy now.
Landlords, okay, hold on. It's about AI. Yeah, AI created white Black Panther. Marvel Comics introduces a new Black Panther. Let's see what that. Okay, this comes from Comics Bulletin. To clear up confusion's not canon. Whatever.
What?
Come outside. We won't jump you. Oh my God. Yeah, why? I mean, this kind of stuff still goes on Blue Sky. It's so weird to go to Blue Sky.
God.
I keep having to remind myself that this is not current year Twitter because everything is so wild. I mean, it's like 2017. It's always 2017. Whole lot of people in the comments unfamiliar with Chris.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for. They colonized and gentrified Wakanda during Juneteenth. I was waiting for someone to pull the colonization shit out. There it is. I knew it was coming. And there it is. God damn it.
Priest's game, rage bait if I've ever seen it.
Exactly,
Lord,
Tokyo.
they done colonized and gentrified Wakanda during Juneteenth. Well, that's.
Yeah, well, Nola Capricorn, cry about it, bitch. Go cry about it. It's what you told every other person that had a problem with comics and Hollywood changing all of the white characters to black characters and the male characters to female characters. You always said, go cry about it. So Nola Capricorn, cry about it, bitch. I don't fucking care. I'm laughing my ass off. And you will deal with it.
That is par for the course. I mean, this is the writer, so I'm hoping he's trying to tell a bigger story. Yeah, people did not realize that Christopher Priest was a black dude.
Hey.
Please actually read the comic before jumping to conclusions, Tony G says. This is being written by a respected black comic writer, and I have full confidence that he knows what he's doing. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm sure this is going to go the way you think it's going to go. There's no way. There is no way, especially in current year, that they're going to just replace Black Panther with a white guy. He is a challenger. Here comes a new challenger. April Fool's was 2 months ago. What? If they don't get out of here with this BS, is almost sacrilegious. Yeah, I mean, I guess my thing is like, everybody, I remember when they would make major changes to Marvel, upset the status quo in Marvel or DC, and people would be like, just sit down. It's just a story. He's not actually going to be part of Hydra, Captain America. It's fine. Just shut up. Clearly, you don't read comic books. And I could say the same. It's just a story. They'll revert it to the status.
Neon could. I am. Only I'm not being nice about it. I'm just going to basically tell these people that are whining and crying about it, suck it up, little bitches. Suck it up, because that's what you told us. When people were complaining about turning Johnny Storm black, when people were complaining about turning Ariel black and giving her braids, when people were complaining about turning the Silver Surfer from male to female, all of you activists said, oh, shut up, it's just a story, just deal with it. Right back at you, bitch. Suck it up and shut the fuck up.
Status quo, T'Challa is the Black Panther. Clearly, you don't read comics if this is making you upset. It's just funny. Somebody needs their ass beat behind this. I'm so serious.
Oh, big
I'm
shock.
serious. You need your
Big
ass
shock.
beat. That'd be incredibly stupid on every level. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Well, fuck that and fuck them. Well, I don't think you guys ever read comics anyway, so it doesn't matter. Is this a joke? Is Christopher...
No, and that's the funny part. I will guarantee you. I will guarantee you. All of these people reading... No, Banana Cat will not call me down, Kendrick. I will guarantee you. 95% of the people reading and crying and screaming on Blue Sky like this never read a single fucking Black Panther comic book in their lives. Not fucking one. I would even wager a big chunk of them didn't see the Black Panther movie. They only see race. They see a white man is taking a role away from a black man. That is all they see. They don't know about the comics. They probably don't even know about the movies. They just see, oh, a white man is taking something from a black man. Racism. We have to destroy it. And I mean that quite literally. That's all they fucking see. Fucking tourists, fucking posers, fucking activists, fuck them all. Here's your Uno reverse card. Suck it up, shut the fuck up, and deal with it, bitch.
So yes, you're trying to appease anti-woke fans of Black Panther with drum roll White Panther audience groans. Yeah, famous appeaser Christopher Priest cares what white people think about his writing. Ignore the rage bait. Just a fictional character. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? Fuck off. You don't gatekeep what people care about. How come we're not allowed to do that? How come we're not allowed to be like, hey, yeah, we don't like these major changes to these franchises and these characters that we have loved for years? How come we're not allowed to do that? We're called literal Nazis, bigots, homophobes, whatever, if we don't want characters who never had any indication, maybe, of being LGBTQ all of a sudden batting for the other team. I mean, like 30-year history. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Tim Drake. There's no indication whatsoever Tim Drake was gay, and now he's very, very gay.
Yep. That's the other one that I didn't even bring up.
So how does it feel?
That's the other one that I didn't even bring up. How many characters in comic books have they deliberately turned gay? They have taken characters with 30 to 50-year legacies, and because it's modern day, they're terming them all gay. Every fucking comic book character has to be gay. Iceman, Tim Drake, fucking Logan. They turned Wolverine fucking gay or bi. All right? There was a scene where they were on Asteroid M and Logan was chilling with someone, and they were just chilling out drinking, and they were talking. I think Logan said something about how seemed like they were talking about like beauty or something like that, and I think Logan said Jean in a bikini, and whoever he was drinking with turned around and said Scott in a thong, and Wolverine, and I'm paraphrasing here, was just kind of like thanks and clink glasses with the person. So yeah, they turned Logan at the bare minimum bi. When did Logan have sex with Kitty Pryde, Anubis? I don't think I ever knew about that. Yeah, he was made bi, and he was like, they put him into some kind of a fucking menage a trois with Scott and Jean. And I've heard they tried, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Wild Nights, he chased after Jean Grey for decades. But yeah, they're having to turn every single superhero now bi. Because modern fucking day. Because if you're not at the bare minimum bi, if not fucking gay, then it's an affront to their sensibilities, because everybody has to be fucking gay, because these activists cannot accept the fact that people are straight.
That's my thing. How does it feel? Like,
and
look,
yeah, I was in the Krakoa
believe this is
Gray Matter.
going to be a one-off story. I believe that he's going to be the villain.
He was like, No, this was him turning bi because he was like, oh yes, got a thong, hot. And clink glasses with his drinking partner. Yes, they turned him fucking bi.
This is going to be a one-off story. I believe that he's going to be the villain, and I believe he will, T'Challa will take his rightful place. And,
yeah, I remember that, Anubis. They didn't have
white
sex.
Kid is not going to be the king of Wakanda. So sit down, chill out, just like whatever he told us to do, right? Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
SpongeBob. I didn't know you could do that with your tongue like that. SpongeBob, come back and see me later, okay? You don't go far. You come back and see me later.